Hello, welcome to this weather update. It's about 10:30 on July 21st, 2019, and we're back because we've got to talk about some thunderstorms popping up and power outages in New York City. So first, let's get to the thunderstorms, and we have a severe thunderstorm warning now in effect for a good part of central Jersey. Has to do with this line of thunderstorms right here. There's also another line that just popped up over Suffolk County. Again, in this air mass, anything could just pop up at a moment's notice. Looking at the lightning activity, we've got a lot of lightning going on right now. So it looks like the southern part of Brookhaven is getting a lot of lightning right now. We've got a lot of lightning in central Jersey as well. So this storm here is really starting to. Whoa, this storm is really starting to blow up. Let's zoom that in. Let's zoom in on this. Yeah, this storm right here is really blowing up. So it looks like it's south of Patchogue. There's a lot of lightning going on with this storm right now. A lot of lightning. So this storm is really starting to explode over here off the beaches here, probably along a sea breeze front. So we're gonna have to watch this storm, and then we have the other storm that is going on over here in central Jersey as well. Lots of lightning strikes. Lots of lightning strikes. So again, this storm is really starting to really go nuts here. This storm over here. I'm gonna see if we can maybe look at it on some cameras in a little bit. So we'll look at the 2 radar. Let's go to the Ventus Sky radar right now. Look at it on this radar. So that's this cell right here. This one right here. So it looks like it's off the south shore, south of Patchogue over Brookhaven. And then we have this warning, this one over here. This is the severe one. That's got the warning out for it. That's by Bridgewater, Somerville, so Somerset County, Morris County, heading toward Edison, heading toward central New Jersey, Edison, Sayreville, into Middlesex County. There's going to be severe weather there. Within the next hour, severe thunderstorm warning in effect. Power outage situation on Long Island. Not too bad. We're very fortunate. Only 2,375 people without power, though we did have a little bit of a power blink about a half hour ago. But the problems are in New York City, particularly Con Ed. 50,000 customers out of power, a majority of which are in the southeastern Brooklyn area. So we'll zoom out here, and they're mostly in Canarsie, East Flatbush. This area, I have just heard on the news, was turned off on purpose by Con Ed. So there's more or less a complete blackout in this entire area right here that you see. Turned off on purpose by Con Ed because apparently Con Ed said that they did this to save the system. Apparently there is an issue in New York City with supplying enough power, and therefore they're doing this to prevent a blackout. But why this area? I don't know why they picked this area. I have my opinion why. This is an area that is mostly minority, low income, and this was picked on purpose. If they are short of power, Con Ed should have blocked out Park Slope and some of the wealthier areas, and also downtown. If they, there are a lot of office buildings both downtown and in Park Slope that they should have turned the power off to. But of course, that doesn't happen because demographics now. So now you're dealing with not only now we're starting to see favoritism toward power. And specifically, you should never turn the power off in a low-income area because there could be crime, there can be looting. If you have to choose between turning the power off, whether it's a low, they should have turned it off in Park Slope. They should have turned it off in Park Slope. That's all I'm going to say. But because a certain demographic lives in Park Slope, the power doesn't go out for them, but it goes out for Canarsie instead. That's absolutely ridiculous. There's discrimination going on at Con Ed. Who made that decision? I would like to know the reasoning behind it. Obviously, I'm not going to really throw out a whole bunch of accusations here, but when you are given the choice between turning off the power, if you have a power shortage in Brooklyn and you pick an area to turn the power off, you don't pick the one of the poorest areas in Brooklyn to turn the power off to. You turn it off in the richer areas. But no, that's not done because demographics and favoritism, and we all know that. Are there any problems on the subways from this power outage? No. Fortunately, this is not affecting the subways. I don't really cover that, but because it is weather-related, we are going to see if there are any transit problems related to... there is a lot of equipment trouble going on, though, with the diesel locomotives in this heat. They're shutting down because the computers, sense an overheat situation, and they shut them down. So, again, we have these storms. Let me see if we can go to 511 New York and see if we can... find any cameras over there. Let me also look at Wonder Map and look at the radar. get the radar on here as well and just close these weather stations off. Let's put this on 10x, and let's look at the radar here and get this radar in motion so you can see these storms here on the move. So you can see this cell looks like it formed over Islip, kind of weakened, and then resurged south of Patchogue right there. So this cell is looks kind of strong as well. So let's see if we can find any cameras in that area and see if there are any cameras. We're going to take a look and see what's going on here as well with this storm.